20-year-old Tasman Sharp has been making a name for himself on the Texas music scene for the past 3 years and is already working on his next album. He's performing in BRYAN on Saturday, and he's here for this week's Free Music Friday. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us.
All right, so what can you tell us about that album that you're working on and what you've been up to since the last time we saw you?
Yeah, so we're working on some new songs. We're in the studio right now, actually finishing a song called "Boat on Fire," and should be out by hopefully beginning of February, mid-February. And it's been super fun. Yeah, we're working on some other songs. Hopefully that we will be releasing throughout the year, and it's gonna be a fun time.
Is there kind of a theme or a vibe to the album?
Kind of like country rock, I guess you could say. It's gonna be upbeat, more heartfelt, and emotional, I guess you could say, than the last album. But definitely more upbeat than the last album as well.
All right, we mentioned that you're playing in BRYAN on Saturday. You're going to be playing at the Ice House on Main. The show, though, it's a special one. It's supporting veteran wellness. What can you tell us about that show?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we're here for two reasons. We're here to do a graduation party for the class of 2025 January for the EBV program put on by Texas A&M, and then we're also here for the Full Armor Ranch home, which is located in Seguin, Texas. It's a sobriety living home for veterans and first responders. And so we're going to be doing that. But before we get on, I'd just like to say thank you to our sponsors who have been making this a reality. Paramo Ventures, the Eye Care Center, and College Station, View Control Solutions, Avalon HR, and GearSwap.shop. Just thank you guys so much for making this reality.
Let's talk about the show. What time is it and what can we expect when we come to it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so it'll start at doors open at 7:30, and the show will go on at 8:30. Me and my band will be opening up for about an hour or so, and then at around 9:30, 9:45, Two Tons of Steel will be going on, and it'll be a fun night. You guys do not want to miss out.
All right, you're performing your original song, She's My Girl, for us today. What can you tell us about writing that song?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I wrote the song with our good friend, Miss Cherie Swartz, and it's about like a fun, catchy song. It's about a boat, and it's actually funny when we did our trip called the Great American Loop, and once we got off the boat, we found Miss Cherie and we talked to her. And I was like, let's do a funny song, like and a fun, upbeat song about the boat and how much I just loved it. And so the song's about that, and it's probably one of my favorites.
Where can we find your music at?
You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you guys get your music at Tasman Sharp, or Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Tasman Sharp Music. And you guys can find me tomorrow at the Ice House on Main in BRYAN, Texas.
All right, thank you so much, Tasman. Stick around. Tasman Sharp's going to be performing his song, She's My Girl, when we return.